So, I got banned from. Well, I got my Twitter account locked again. Well, this is my. Well, I've had quite a few Twitters, but this one, no derogatory marks, no nothing. It's only a few months old. Uh, my account got locked because I said hate speech towards somebody. So they gave me a 60-day lockout of my account. Now, the whole thing started because uh, Liberty Hangouts, Kate Bennett, uh, and Joel Patrick, fucking alarms. But Joel Patrick and her went to Ohio University, did their spiel there. Well, uh, this guy Keem posted about it on Twitter, respecting her. Then uh, some man who does makeup tutorials commented saying that Kaitlin and them deserved the attacks on them and their stuff, and it got all out of hand there. Then this really obese gamer and streamer and whatever else you want to call them, influencer. She's got it as a video game influencer on her Twitter account. She was saying that uh, Kaitlin Bennett deserved to get beaten and all kinds of stuff. Like her and her boyfriend were on this wild ride, saying that Kaitlin and Joel deserved it. They deserved to be beaten. The car should have been set on fire. Uh, Joel's truck should have had his tires slashed. The cops should have arrested them or shot them, and yada yada yada. Then she went and said that the reason why she doesn't like Kaitlin is because Kaitlin pretends to be a black woman. And then she used clips. She like cut and paste clips of when Kaitlin would say, "Okay, fine, then I identify as a black woman." You know, the whole counter argument from the left is you can identify as whatever you want. It doesn't matter. There's 126 genders. You can even self-identify as a text file or a PDF. It's ridiculous. And they defend people pretending to be a different race. So Kaitlin uses that against them. And they attack her for it, saying that she can't do that, even though they let other people do it. As long as you agree with them, you're allowed to do it. Now, I stepped up, said how ridiculous it was. I posted the actual videos and said, listen, go look at these clips. Actually go through the movie that they post. And she goes, no. And then she'll post her proof, which is snippets of TikTok vines that people are making about this, saying that's proof. Because I didn't agree with her or her boyfriend, they decided to call me a faggot, a queer, a homo, a pedophile, a child molester. They told me that I should just become trans because I ain't getting pussy that way. They called me the N-word several times on Twitter. I mean, it was all day today, all day. And every time they'd post all this stuff, I'd report the comments, report it. Nothing happens. And I posted constantly, defending her. And all of a sudden her boyfriend turns around and says, you must be after her pussy. You're after my girl. I've been with her for 3 years. You can't have her. And it's like, I don't want her. I'm not after her. She's ignorant. She's using fake clips and edited video to prove her point. And then she turns around and says that all this weird shit about me wanting her and that I can't have her. So I I straight up said, I don't want your slut ass. I'm not after his hippo. And I got banned for hate speech because I called her a slut and a hippo. Listen, if you openly post on your Twitter account that you will send videos to somebody else of you either sucking dick, swallowing cum, fucking a dude, if you're willing to take money for those types of things, you're a slut. Plain and simple. If you're if you're saying to your fans that they can donate like $150, I think it was, like $150, and she would sleep with them for $150, you're a slut. That plain and simple. Plain and simple. You're a fucking whore. And the fact that her boyfriend was proud of her for doing this and saying that she makes enough for both of them to live off of comfortably in Canada is just beyond ridiculous. And then the whole hippo thing. Okay, this woman, if I take her belt and I hold it from the end and hold it straight out in front of me, eye level, it would still be curled up on the floor. She was huge. Huge. Like fat bastard huge. Yeah. That's ridiculous. Now, all the posts that I reported came back, did not go against community standards, blah, blah, blah. They're fine. Twitter left them up. Me, on the other hand, I had to delete all of my comments, just to start my 60-day lockout. I couldn't, argue against them. I couldn't say, no, I want to keep them up. They silenced me. And completely obliterated my entire thing because I'm a Republican. Because I support Kaitlin Bennett and Liberty Hangouts and Joel Patrick. All while they allow people like that to post false information about somebody in highly edited videos. See, that's one thing that pisses me off. I can't voice my opinions without being silenced. But they can violently attack and name call and say all this stuff openly being racist and xenophobic and homophobic and whatever by calling me all these names, and nothing happens. It's just sad. So I'm going to have to, create another Twitter or something and go on from there. Plain and simple.